Hey guys, happy Tuesday. I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Great start to your week. Sorry about the little delay. Oh, let me change that lighting. I had some technical difficulties with my browser, so I'm here. So today we are going to work the butte, one of the primary premium spots in our workout schedule. I think everyone wants to know how to work the peach, how to make their booty all rounded and nice and aesthetically pleasing, and all of that's great. Like, who doesn't love that? But there are other benefits to having a strong, well-rounded booty, and we'll talk about that as we go through. So we're going to structure this a little bit differently. It's going to be quick. We're not going to be here for very long, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, something like that. And we're just going to take it through timed exercises this time. Doing it for reps, we're going to do it for time, which usually increases the time under tension, which means more pump, more gains, more whatever, however you want to put it. But let's start by warming up. So I just want to take some twists from side to side. Start to take some big breaths in through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. And just let some of the tension release from your shoulders, from your upper back, definitely from your neck and from your jawline. Just twist from side to side. Start to get your waistline kind of warmed up, your torso ready to go. And then knock it center, take your legs a little bit wider than hip distance, turn out your toes slightly, just some body weight squats, just squat down nice and easy, and start to squeeze your glutes as you come up. So hold it for a split second at the bottom, and then squeeze your glutes together and let that be what pushes you up. Press down into your heels so you can wiggle your toes. Make sure most of your body weight is in your heels so that you start to activate the back side of your body. Give me two more body weight squats. Get down nice and low. Last one, keep your chest up. Very nice. And then just give me some little hamstring stretches here. So step, step, kick, touch, try and touch your toe with your opposite hand. If you can't quite get there, touch the knee. Can't be quite there, touch the quadricep, wherever it is that you can reach. Just starting to bring some heat into the back of the legs, ease out the hamstrings. Whew. I just got done with my workout, so I don't know how this is going to go for me, but it's going to be great. Give me one more each side. Keep your chest up, shoulders back. Very nice. Set your feet. Ready to go? Roll your shoulders back. Roll your shoulders forward. Ease out your neck. Again, release any tension. So we're going to have weights. If you have weights, grab them now. I will have a decently heavy set. What is going on with this lighting? It's too bright in here today. Good problems to have. That's better. A decently heavy set of weights, or you can do this with just body weight, or you can grab some water bottles out of the fridge. You can grab some cans that you have in your cupboard, even a book bag, something like that. Improvise. Whatever it is that you have at home is perfect. And if you don't have any weights, all of this you can do with body weight, and you'll still get a little bit of attention into those glutes, which is exactly what we want. Okay, so I'm going to set the timer for 60 seconds. So every exercise we're going to do for a minute straight. Have a little bit of a break, and then go for the next exercise a minute straight. We've got 4 different exercises, and we're going to go through it 3 times. So we're going to be here for about 18 minutes or so. And I'll explain why. I can do maths. I'll explain why. So the first exercise, we have a staggered deadlift. So I'm going to come over here so that you can see me. So you're going to have one foot steps in front of the other foot, and you're going to bend the back knee, keeping the front knee as straight as possible, keeping your back flat into that deadlift position. You're going to get all the work in the front hamstrings. It looks like one foot in front of the other, stagger position. The back knee bends to bring the hips back. Front leg stays pretty straight, and you stand up. Come down, stand up. See it from this side so you can see that bent leg. You're going to bend this back knee, keep the front knee as straight as possible without locking out the knee. keep your back flat, and come up. So you're going to get a lot of the work in that front hamstring. This is going to start to burn pretty quickly. So grab your weights, or again, like I said, you can absolutely do this with no weight, and I would recommend that if this is the first time that you've done a staggered deadlift or you're pretty new to exercising in general. So we're going to start on the right leg. Might help if I started the timer. I'm going to start on the right leg, one weight in each hand, and here we go. 60 seconds. Right leg is forward, hinge, and then stand up. Hinge forward, keep your chest up, shoulders back, and you will feel this in the right leg, in the left leg too, but you're going to get most of that work coming into that front glute and that front hamstring. Okay, keep your back nice and flat and just keep working through that. You're already halfway through, so just keep going. Keep your chest up, pull your navel towards your spine so your lower back doesn't arch. Because remember, with a deadlift exercise, yes, it's focused on the glutes, but you are working a lot of the muscles of the back. So you want to make sure that your core is pulled in to help support your spine. You got 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it up, shake it out. Quick break just to give your spine a little bit of a break, and then we go to the other side. So here we go. Left foot forward this time. Same stance. And here we go. Down and up. Whew. The first couple of reps, you really feel it, right? As your leg starts to be like, oh, what are you doing to me? But don't forget to keep your chest up, keep your back flat, and really feel the work coming into the glute of that forward leg. Keep going, you've got 30 seconds left. And the benefit of a staggered deadlift, as opposed to just doing a regular deadlift, is obviously you're not working so much on how heavy. You're really working on isolated contraction of the glute and the hamstring. And so, yes, you're not going to lift as heavy, but you're going to get a ton of work into that muscle group, which is exactly what you want. Keep going. Less than 10 seconds left. Keep your chest up. Really stick your butt all the way back, keeping your abdominals firm. Done in 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Take it off. Grab maybe the same, similar kind of weight, and we've got a static lunge. So again, 1 foot in front of the other, but this time you've got a much longer stance, and you're going to drop the back knee towards the form that 90-degree angle, and then come up. And you're just going to stay in this static position, going down and up. You ready? We go in 3, 2, 1. Right foot forward, left foot back, stagger position, and we're just down and up into that lunge. Now I want to make sure that you keep your head above your shoulders and your shoulders above your hips. One of the things that I see people do wrong a lot in lunges is tend to start leaning forward. And once we get tired, that will start to happen. You've got 30 seconds left, so just keep going. Press into that front heel to really press up. You'll feel it a lot in that front glute, that front hamstring. But a lunge is a vertical movement. You should be moving forward and back. You should be going straight down, straight up. See the perfect 90-degree angles in my legs? That's what you're aiming for. You're done with this side in 5 seconds time. Keep going. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Shake it off. And then just switch sides. Left foot forward, right foot back. We go second side in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, guys. Again, remember, keep your chest up. Back knee going straight down towards the ground. Front knee stays on top of that front. Shoulders back, chest up. Keep your chin in line with your eyesight. And what I mean by that is when you start to look down, you tend to start to go forward. If you look straight out, you tend to stay in a vertical position because your chin in line with your eyesight keeps your head on top of your shoulders, shoulders on top of your hips, all that good stuff. It's all about alignment, right? You've got 20 seconds left. Keep going down and up. and really squeeze into the glute of that front leg, pressing into the heel to lift up. That's where you're going to get the work. Got 10 seconds left, shoulders back. Don't allow any tension from the weights to creep into your upper body. Just let them hang. You're done in 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Shake it off. Shake it off. The next exercise, we've got a squat into, a deadlift into a squat. So you're going to have your legs a little bit wider. So it's almost like a sumo deadlift position. Feet wider than the hips. You're going to have the weights coming down in front. You're going to deadlift down, then bend the knees a lot into a squat, and then stand up. Deadlift forward, so your chest comes parallel to the ground, and then squat, so your thighs come parallel to the ground, and then lift. Dead, squat, lift. A lot of people will get a lot bigger range of motion than me because of restrictions I have in my ankle. My squat depth is crap because I don't have a lot of range of motion in my ankles and I have a lot of movement restriction in my lower back. The only way I would be able to get this looking how most people can do it is if I did this and my legs were so wide. Look how wide my legs have to be in order to get the depth of motion. Let me demonstrate from the side. In order to get the range of motion, my legs need to be really wide. So if that's where you need to be, that's where you need to be. But if you can keep it narrower, so just about hips distance, that's where I prefer you to go. You ready? 1 weight each hand. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Deadlift down. Then bend your knees into a squat and then stand up. Deadlift down, bend into a squat, stand up. You're going to get a lot of glute activation as you lift. And I want you to squeeze your glutes as you stand up. So when you're in that deadlift position, you've stretched, then you drop into the squat, you contract, and then use that to help you stand up. Feel as if your glutes are contracting together underneath you. Less than 30 seconds left. Stay in it. Keep your chest up. Keep your shoulders back. Remember, alignment is the most important part. So you're coming down into that deadlift, so you've got a perfect flat back. Keep that flat back as you bend the knees to drop into the squat and then stand up. Your spine stays long. You're done in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, guys. Shake it off. Drop the weights. Give yourself a second. Then you're going to come down onto the ground for some hip thrusts. So here, you're just going to place the weights, sit on the ground, place the weight on your hip. You're going to lay down, hopefully you can still see me, feet hip distance, all 10 toes point straight forward, and you're going to lift your hips up towards the sky, keeping the weights right here, and then bring them down, and then press up, and then lower. So come down, grab a weight, you can use both. I would go heavier, so if you can use both dumbbells, do that, or if you've got a range, grab a heavier set of dumbbells. We're gonna go in 3, 2, and 1. 60 seconds of your hip thrust. So I'm gonna demonstrate standing. This is what your body's doing. You're going, it's almost like that deadlift action again, right? You're going from laying down flat on your back into pressing into your feet to lift your hips up, squeeze the glutes at the top, and then lower down. Just brush the ground with your glutes, lift up again, lower down, brush the ground, lift up, lower down. Pause for a split second at the top to get that glute activation, and then lower. You've got 25 seconds left. See if you can go and lift your hips, really squeeze, tilt your pelvis under, and then lower down, lift, squeeze, tilt your pelvis under, and then lower down. Keep your chest up, like open, shoulders back. Keep breathing. You're done in 3, and 2, and 1. Good job. Roll to the side, set that weight down. Very, very nice. That's it, first set done. You've got that 2 more times. So we can move a little bit quicker, right? Because you're used to it. So remember the staggered deadlift? That's where we're going first. So grab your weights. Second set in 3, 2, and 1. Right foot forward, left foot back. Find that stagger position. Bend in the back knee to bring the torso parallel to the ground. Feel this a lot in the hamstring. And the reason why you even care about getting hamstring activation is that the hamstrings they insert into the glute, the gluteus maximus, and that's your glutes help stabilize your hips. Your hips help stabilize your spine, right? So when you've got good, strong glutes, keep going, guys, you've got 20 seconds left in that position. When you've got good, strong glutes, you're also getting spinal support, which is important, especially as we age, to keep your body upright, to keep your body moving in a very safe way. You're done on this side in 3, 2, and 1. Take a quick second to shake it off. And then switch to the other side, left foot forward, right foot back. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, guys. Left foot forward, right foot back, deadlift, staggered deadlift position. Feel it into the hamstring and into the glute of that left leg. And again, you are going to feel some work happening in the glute and the hamstring of the back leg. They're not being completely ignored. It's just more emphasis on the front side. So remember, strong hamstrings that can carry your weight. Insert into strong glutes that can stabilize your hips, which support your spine. This is all a kind of from the bottom up to help your body move in the most functionally capable way that it can. You're done in 15 seconds. Keep going. Keep your chest up, shoulders back. And remember, as we age, these are all things that we need to start thinking about logically. You're done in 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Either switch out your weights or just take a quick second, drop them, roll your shoulders back. You can start to get some grip fatigue in your forearms sometimes, but we're going into that staggered lunge. So the right foot forward, left foot back. Pick your weight of choice. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Right foot forward, left foot back. Static lunge position. So bending both knees, bringing the back knee straight down towards the ground. Shoulders stay back, chest stays up. Chin in line with your gaze. And you want your shoulders to stay on top of your hips. You're going straight down, straight up. Remember, it's a vertical movement, not a forward movement. We're 30 seconds in, so you've got 30 seconds left. You'll start to feel the burn really happening in the front hip, the front glute, the front hamstring, also into that front quadricep. You're getting a nice stretch in the back quadricep too, nice stretch into that hip flexor. So keep your chest up, stay focused on what your body's doing. Remember, the peach is where it's at, right? We're heading into the summer, no matter what this isolation situation is going to tell us. So you want to work it good. You're done in 3, 2, and 1. Shake it off, step it in, give yourself a second, and we go for that second side. So your left leg is going to be forward, right leg is going to be back. Ready? 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Left foot forward, right foot back. Find that lunge position once again. Keeping your chest up, shoulders back, back knee coming straight down towards the ground. And if you feel a little bit wobbly, that's okay. You can always use one weight and hold on to it. Okay? Work with where you're at. I always like to tell my clients and the people that I coach and work with very closely that you have to meet your body where it is. The biggest threat to our progress is expectation, especially when we're not quite at the level where we think we should be. We can throw ourselves off, self-sabotage, even injure ourselves by trying to push beyond what we're capable of. You've got 15 seconds left, keep going down and up. So meet your body where it's at. If you need to work on your balance, do that. If you need to work on building your strength, do that. Allow yourself to develop, okay? You're done in 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job. And grab a different set of weights. We'll stay with that same. We've got the deadlift into the squat. Stand up. Deadlift, squats. Do you like my demonstration? Very, very good. Get ready. Feet hips distance apart, maybe a little bit wider. Slight turn out with your toes. We go in 3, 2, and 1. With weights or without, it's up to you. And remember what I said about your stance. We're going to deadlift down so your knees stay straight. Then bend the knees to drop the hips and then stand up. Deadlift down, bend the knees, stand up. Deadlift down, bend the knees, then stand. And again, your range of motion is going to largely depend on a couple of things. It's going to depend a lot on range of motion in your ankles, and it's going to depend a lot on range of motion in your lower back, and everybody's a little bit different. So if it doesn't look like you're getting your ass to the grass when you bend your knees, your butt's not coming all the way down, that's okay. Remember that you have to stay out of the realms of pain. You've got 15 seconds left, keep going, chest up, and do what you can do. Never, never, never work until you feel pain. You should feel discomfort, but not pain. You're done in 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Drop it. And you're going to bring yourself down to the ground. Maybe one heavier weight. Maybe you're going to take both of those. We've got those hip thrusts. So laying on your back, lifting the hips up. We go. Ready? In 3, 2, and 1. So coming down onto the ground, 60 seconds. Lay flat on your back. Weights at your hips. You're going to lift the hips up, pressing into the feet. And then lower. Lift up, slight squeeze at the top, pause, lower, just brush the ground with your glutes and then come all the way back up. Remember, try not to have your knees splaying out. Your knees should be parallel, all 10 toes pointing straight forward. You press into the heels, especially to lift the hips up, squeeze at the top and then lower. This is a great move for working time under tension, which just basically means that you're activating more muscle fibers, which means more strength gains, more pump, all those wonderful things. So you want to do that. 10 seconds left, guys. Keep going. Down and up, squeeze at the top, then lower, press, squeeze at the top, then lower. You're done in 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Make your way back to standing. You've got 1 set left. And we're done. Nice and quick, but hopefully this is giving you a good booty burn. You should feel like when you go and look in the mirror after we're done here, the pump should be real, okay? So grab those weights. Maybe you challenge yourself and go a little bit heavier this set. We've got the staggered deadlift. Right foot forward, left foot back. We go in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Staggered deadlift position, guys. Right foot forward, left foot back, bending that back knee to bring the torso parallel to the ground and then lift. Back knee bends, torso comes parallel to the ground and lift. Keep your chest up. I don't want you to be doing this, rounding in the back, rounding in the shoulders. Keep your back flat. So I should be able to come and enjoy a cup of tea on your back. Keep your back flat. You stick your butt out. Bend that back knee and then come up, squeezing into that front heel, that front hamstring, that front glute. You've got 20 seconds left. Chest up, shoulders back. If this doesn't burn, if you're not feeling anything, you need to go heavier with your weights, okay? Don't be afraid to use heavy weight. Don't be afraid to challenge yourself. Don't be afraid to do that, okay? You're done in 3, and 2, and 1. Good job. Shake it off. Reset. We go for the second side. Left foot forward, right foot back in 3, 2, and 1. 60 seconds of work. That's it. You can do anything for 60 seconds, especially when it's going to give you the gains that you're wanting, right? It's going to help you work to strengthen your muscles, work to strengthen your mind. You're hinging forward at the hips, pressing your booty back behind you, bending the back knee. Keep your chest lifted. Chest stays lifted. And as you're coming up, you should feel your glutes almost separate, your butt cheeks almost separate to make you stand up. That's the activation that you want. 20 seconds left, keep going. But remember, you want your heart shining forward all the time, not down towards the ground. If you imagine that your chest has headlights on it, you want your headlights pointing forward, not down. Keep going. You're done in 5 seconds time. Stay strong, okay? Keep your navel pulled in. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job. You ready? That creeps up on you, doesn't it? Grab your weights, static lunge, right foot forward, left foot back. Much wider stance this time though, and you're bending both knees to bring the back knee down to the ground. We go in 3, pick up your weights, 2, and 1. Here we go, guys. And again, if you need balance support, use one weight. Have one weight in your hand and hold on to something. If weights was too much, let it go. Have one hand on the hip, one hand holding onto something, or both hands on your hips, and just focus on your depth of movement. I want your back knee to graze the ground. Don't let it hit the ground. You don't want that impact into your kneecap, but let the back knee graze the ground, and then you press up through the front heel to really activate that gluteal muscle, okay? Quads will feel something. Your core should be engaged. You should feel your abdominals working to keep your body in that upright position. Remember, head on top of shoulders, shoulders on top of hips. You're done in less than 10 seconds. Keep going. Let it burn, because that's where the work begins. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Switch legs. Left foot forward, right foot back. We go for the second side in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, guys. 60 seconds of straight movement. Keep your body in right, left foot forward, right foot back, back knee coming straight down towards the ground. Keep your headlights pointing forward. Remember, shoulders back. Don't allow the pressure of the weights to have your shoulders creeping up. No tension. Let the weights just be dead weight in your hands, dangling straight down. Bend the knees, come back up, pressing into that front heel to really activate the back side of that front leg. Navel pulls in, is tight, and you're breathing. Less than 30 seconds left. In through your nose, exhale out through your mouth. You should be sweating. You should be feeling your legs really getting that good work. And these are big muscles of your body, so the sweat should be happening because your heart rate is up, right? You're done in 5 seconds time. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let that go. You can set the weights down. Give yourself a second, because we've got the deadlift into the squat. Remember, feet hips distance, maybe a little bit wider, slight turn out with the toes. Deadlift down, bend the knees, squat, and then rise. In 3, 2, and 1. Second to last exercise here, guys. 60 seconds to really get into the back side of your legs in a standing position. Down, bend the knees, lift. So you hinge the hips to bring your torso parallel to the ground. Then you bend the knees to bring your thighs parallel to the ground, and then you stand. Torso parallel, thighs parallel, stand. Torso parallel, thighs parallel, stand. Chest stays up, shoulders stay back, back stays flat, abdominals firm. Pull your navel towards your spine, pull your waistline in, and really feel your spine nice and supported, okay? You've got 15 seconds left. Keep going. Can you get a little bit deeper into that squat position? Can you go lower in the deadlift without rounding your shoulders? Remember, check in on your form. You're done in 3, in 2, and 1. Good job. Come on down to the ground nice and slowly, either bringing 2 weights with you or 1 heavier one. Your last exercise are the hip thrusts. Lying flat on your back, bend your knees, feet into the ground, weights on your hips. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Lift your hips up towards the sky, slight pause, squeeze, lower the hips down to the ground. Lift up, slight pause, squeeze, lower the hips down to the ground. Remember, you're pressing into your feet to lift the hips up. Tilt your pelvis under so you become like a board when you're in that up position. Squeeze the glutes, hold it for a second, come down, glutes graze the ground, and then you pop straight back up. Time under tension. You've got 30 seconds left, and we're done with this session. Great glute blast. Great work for the hamstrings. This should be really good for your heart too, because you've got your heart rate racing with these big muscles working. 15 seconds left, guys. Can you lift up a little bit higher? Can you squeeze harder? Lower down. Lift up higher. Squeeze harder. Lower down. You're done in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nailed it. Great, great job. Now just stay on the ground. Stay on the ground. Let the weight fall off to the side. And then lift your hips. Feel how different it feels without the weights on them, right? Lift the hips. And maybe take your hips from side to side in that lifting position. Just ease out the lower back. And then lower the hips. Extend your legs straight out in front of you. Extend your arms way back as if you're doing an early morning stretch. So make yourself as long as possible. Breathe, point your toes, extend your fingertips, and then hug your knees in towards your chest. Hug your arms around your knees. Maybe rock from side to side. Get a little massage for your spine. And then rock and roll back and forth a little bit until you can bring yourself up to a standing position. Standing nice and upright, feet hips distance apart. Take a big breath in, arms rise towards the sky. And as you exhale, hinge forward. Ooh. If your hands can come to the ground, let them rest there. If they can come to the shins, let them rest there. If they need to come to the knees, let them rest there. And I just want you to allow your spine to get a little bit of a break. Allow the hip hamstrings to stretch, the glutes to stretch. You can take yourself a little bit from side to side. A little release for the lower back. Let that feel really, really nice. And then bend your knees slowly, round up one vertebrae at a time. Shoulders and head are the last things to come up. Big inhale, arms lift. Exhale, lower the arms down. We're going to go down one more time, okay? Lift the arms, big breath in. As you exhale, fold forward. Fold forward. And this time, take your right hand into the center between your feet. Your left hand comes up towards the sky. No twist. This should feel really nice for your lower back. If you need more, you can take your hand to the outside of your right hip and really lift your chest. Big inhale. And as you exhale, untwist. Left hand comes down into the center. Right arm comes up. Twist and rotate. Look towards the right. If you need more, again, your hand can come to the outside of the left hip. You can rotate into the chest a little bit deeper. Stay there. One more big breath in as you rotate. And as you exhale, untwist. Bring it through center. Bend your knees. Straighten your legs. Bend and stretch. One more time. Big bend. Stretch. And then bend your knees. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Again, nice and slowly. Head and shoulders are the last thing to come back. Give yourself a big round of applause. Thank you for joining me today, guys. I hope that served you well. I hope that's given you a couple more different exercises that you can add in, maybe to your own lifting days, or this can be a standalone glute and hamstring focused workout for you to add in. The lighting is terrible today. I mean, it's beautiful, but there's a lot of glare happening. If you have any feedback for me, I would love to hear it. If there's any particular muscle groups or style of workout that you want to get, please let me know. I'm here to serve you, so I would love to hear what it is that you need. Every Tuesday, let's meet here every Tuesday for this personal training session, and we'll keep it rolling. 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 12:30 p.m. Central, which is 6:30 for my peeps in the UK. I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.